On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Essentially.
Relating to the essential features or concepts of anything.
Examples:
Essentially correct. Become essentially same. Essentially, a society is an organism.
Historic.
Famous or significant in history, or potentially so.
Examples:
Historic accomplishment. Achieve the historic feat. The Chinese people have accomplished several historic feats.
Unrelated.
Having no connection, not belonging to the kinship.
Examples:
Statistically unrelated. An unrelated position. Excuse me if my question is unrelated to the topic.
Funeral.
A ceremony or ritual honoring and remembering a deceased person, typically involving the burial or cremation of the body, a gathering or service to mourn the loss of someone who has died.
Examples:
Funeral arrangements. Funeral service. The somber funeral procession went through the streets, with mourners walking behind the hearse.
Precise.
Sharply exact or accurate or delimited.
Examples:
Precise analyses. Estimate precise costs. The content is precise and informative for me.
Burial.
The act or ceremony of placing a dead body in a grave.
Examples:
Burial at sea. A round burial mound. The burial ceremony was a somber reminder of his passing.
Hero.
A person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities, a character in literature or history who is central to the plot and who exhibits heroic qualities.
Examples:
Local hero. Unsung hero. The soldier who sacrificed his life for his country is considered a national hero.
Astronomer.
A physicist who studies astronomy.
Examples:
Amateur astronomer. Solar astronomer. This question has fascinated solar astronomers for decades.
Literally.
In the real or original meaning of a word or phrase, in a literal sense or way, not figuratively.
Examples:
Translate literally. Bite his tongue literally. He literally jumped out of his chair when he heard the news.
Replace.
To take the place of something.
Examples:
Replace one word with another. Replace a phone. Eventually, the new design will replace all older models.
Solar.
Of, from, or relating to the sun.
Examples:
The solar system. A solar eclipse. Solar panels have greatly improved not only in performance, but also in durability.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Technological.
Based on scientific and industrial progress.
Examples:
Technological advancement. Technological policy. Technological advances have disrupted many industries.
Revolution.
A large-scale attempt to overthrow the government of a country, often using violence or war.
Examples:
Beginning of the Industrial Revolution. A political revolution. The revolution by the citizen resulted in a redistribution of wealth.
Befit.
To be suitable or appropriate for a person or thing, to be in accordance with or to be a fitting match for someone or something.
Examples:
Befit the occasion. Actions that befit a hero. A black tie event would befit such an elegant venue.
Grave.
A place where a dead body is buried, typically marked by a headstone or other memorial. A very serious, solemn, or important matter. Verb, to carve, cut, or etch a design, inscription, or mark onto a hard surface, such as stone or metal. Adjective, serious, solemn, or weighty in nature.
Examples:
Graven image. Grave mistake. Many innocent civilians were killed and buried in mass graves outside the city during the war.
Bury.
To place a dead body in the ground, grave, or tomb.
Examples:
Bury in the earth. Bury emotion. There is plenty of space to bury everyone.
Marked.
Having a noticeable feature or distinctive quality, easily noticeable or obvious.
Examples:
A marked difference. Marked decline. Her marked improvement in her grades resulted from her increased focus and effort.
Cathedral.
The main Christian church of a bishop's diocese, which is often the largest and most important church in the area.
Examples:
Cathedral school. Cathedral choir. The cathedral's stained glass windows depicted scenes from the Bible.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Hallmark.
A distinctive characteristic or attribute of a person or thing.
Examples:
The hallmark of a good scientist. The hallmark of modern life. A clear and simple expression is the hallmark of good writing.
Belong.
To be the property of someone or something, to be a member or part of a group, to be in the proper or appropriate place.
Examples:
Belong to different species. Belong to a group. All the books in this section belong to the library's rare collection and must be handled carefully.
Astronomical.
Relating to astronomy or the study of celestial bodies and phenomena, very large or immense in scale or magnitude.
Examples:
Astronomical observation. Astronomical numbers. The cost of the new equipment was astronomical and beyond the company's budget.
Leftover.
Not consumed or used at the end of something.
Examples:
Leftover from a party. Leftover goods. The chef will make soup with the leftover ham bone.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Bother.
To disturb, annoy, or cause inconvenience or worry to someone, to take the trouble or effort to do something.
Examples:
Bother the neighbors. Bother with details. Please don't bother me while I'm trying to concentrate.
Ambiguous.
Open to more than one interpretation, not clear or decided.
Examples:
Ambiguous situation. Clarify ambiguous points. The instructions provided were ambiguous and confused the team.
Biology.
The scientific study of life and the natural processes of living things.
Examples:
Evolutionary biology. Cell and molecular biology. In junior high school, we had to dissect a frog in biology class.
Tantalize.
To tease or torment by presenting something desirable, but out of reach or unattainable. To tempt or lure with the promise of something desirable.
Examples:
Tantalize taste buds. Tantalize with promises. The smell of freshly baked cookies in the kitchen tantalized me.
Logical.
Characterized by clear and sound reasoning, following a rational and systematic approach, based on or in accordance with logic or reason.
Examples:
Logical conclusion. Logical reasoning. The mathematical equation had a logical solution that was easy to follow.
Planet.
Any of the 9 large celestial bodies that circle in the solar system, any celestial body that revolves around a star.
Examples:
Planet like the Earth. Save the planet. Mercury is the closest planet to the Sun.
Plurality.
The state of being plural or multiple, a majority of votes or shares held by one group in a multi-candidate or multi-party system.
Examples:
Political plurality. Cultural plurality. The team's plurality of skills allowed them to tackle a wide range of tasks.
Posit.
To suggest or accept something as fact or as a basis for argument or consideration.
Examples:
Posit the existence of life after death. Posit the premise. We should posit several hypotheses to discuss the matter.
Frustration.
The feeling of being upset or annoyed as a result of being unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustration level. Express frustration. He felt a deep frustration as he realized the project would not be completed on time.
Fulfill.
To meet the requirements or expectations, to achieve or realize.
Examples:
Fulfill a contract. Fulfill a lifetime dream. It was the first time for her, but she fulfilled the role of priest.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
The quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Humanity.
All people living on the earth, the quality or state of being human rather than an animal, a machine, etc.
Examples:
Humanity at large. Mass of humanity. They donated large sums of money for the development of humanity.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Molecular.
Of or relating to molecules, equals a group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
molecular structure, molecular biology. Molecular weight is the sum of all the atoms.
Telescope.
A device like a tube in shape containing lenses used to magnify and observe distant objects.
Examples:
a binocular telescope. Look through a telescope. This facility has the largest astronomical telescope in the country.
Soul.
Only one of its kind, being the only existing or available one. Noun, the undersurface of a person's foot.
Examples:
sole arbitrator. The sole of his shoe. The sole purpose of this meeting is to discuss the new budget for the project.
Orbit.
The path of an object around a celestial body, especially a planet, star, or moon, under the influence of gravity. Of medicine, the bony cavity in the skull that houses the eyeball and its associated structures, like muscles, nerves, and blood vessels.
Examples:
the orbit of the moon. A planetary orbit. The rocket engine is used to put the satellite into orbit.
Galaxy.
An independent group of stars, interstellar gas, dark matter, etc., in the universe, bound together by gravity.
Examples:
elliptic galaxy. A galaxy of famous actors. The Milky Way galaxy has numerous water-bearing planets.
Similarly.
In almost the same way.
Examples:
similarly situated. Have similarly great abilities. We argue that wages for temporary workers should similarly rise.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Lens.
A transparent optical device with curved sides, used in an optical instrument that makes objects seem larger, smaller, clearer, etc. Metaphor. The basic thoughts or mindsets through which someone sees or understands the environment or situation.
Examples:
a convex lens. A lens with a wide angle. The photographer took this photo using a telephoto lens.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Straight.
Extending or moving in one direction without bending or curving, having no deviations.
Examples:
a straight line. Straight for 2 months. He was sick for 5 straight days.
Palm.
The inner surface of the hand from the wrist to the base of the fingers, any plant of the family Palmae having an unbranched trunk crowned by large pinnate or palmate leaves.
Examples:
The palm side of the forearm. Coconut palm trees. This high-performance camera is compact enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Interrupt.
To say or do something that causes someone to stop in their speech or action.
Examples:
Interrupt a call. Abruptly interrupt. Her sleep was interrupted by recurring pain.
Transit.
The act or process of passing through or across a place or state, transportation.
Examples:
A transit visa. Mass transit. Public transit is an essential service for many cities.
Eclipse.
An obscuring of one celestial body by another, often used to describe a lunar or solar eclipse, a period of obscurity or decline, often used to describe a decline in popularity or influence. Verb: to surpass, overshadow, or outshine someone or something.
Examples:
Partial eclipse. Eclipse a competitor. People across the country gathered to watch the solar eclipse in wonder and amazement.
Pass.
No longer fashionable or current, outdated, considered to be old-fashioned or out of date.
Examples:
Passé entertainment. Passé trend. Bell-bottom jeans, once considered passé fashion, have made a surprising comeback in recent years.
Fortuitous.
Not planned, happening by lucky chance.
Examples:
Fortuitous encounters. Fortuitous timing. Profits were enhanced by a fortuitous drop in the cost of raw materials.
Oriented.
Referring to someone or something that is focused or directed toward a particular goal or objective, organized around a specific principle or approach.
Examples:
Oriented graph. Technology-oriented. The company is very customer-oriented and strives to provide excellent service.
Animation.
The technique of photographing successive drawings or positions of puppets or models to create an illusion of movement when the film is shown as a sequence. Enthusiasm and energy in the way you look or behave.
Examples:
Animation studio. Animation film. The animation of the characters in the movie was so realistic, and it was as if they were there.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Dim.
Poorly lit, not bright.
Examples:
Dim and distant past. Dim memory. The dim light made it difficult to read the book.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
A scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Candidate.
A person who is seeking or being considered for some kind of position, title, honor, or award, a job applicant.
Examples:
Candidate selection. PhD candidate. The candidate's platform focused on healthcare reform and reducing income inequality.
Confirm.
To support or establish the truth or certainty of something previously believed or suspected to be the case.
Examples:
Confirm the diagnosis. Confirm a transaction. Please write to confirm your reservation.
Distribute.
To give something to a large number of individuals, or to spread or furnish something.
Examples:
Distribute wealth evenly. Distribute video content. His estate was distributed to his sons.
Ancient.
Relating to the long ago, particularly the historical period preceding the fall of the Western Roman Empire, very old.
Examples:
Pre-Christian ancient. Ancient stories. They have been living near water since ancient times.
Diagram.
A simplified illustration of the appearance, structure, or workings of something.
Examples:
3D diagram. In a diagram. He is drawing a diagram illustrating how the equipment operates.
Radial.
Of or relating to rays or the radii of a circle, spreading out from a central point.
Examples:
Radial symmetry. In a radial direction. The radial design of the wheel allows for maximum strength and stability.
Mercury.
A heavy, silvery white metal that is liquid at room temperature and is used in thermometers, electrical equipment, and other devices. Mercury, the smallest planet and the nearest to the Sun.
Examples:
Mercury poisoning. Mercury plan. The mercury in the thermometer had risen to the boiling point.
Venus.
The planet second in order from the Sun.
Examples:
Venus orbiter. Surface of Venus. They launched a rocket toward Venus.
Mar.
To damage or spoil the appearance or surface of something.
Examples:
Mar a proper relationship. Mar the reputation. The scratches on the car marred its otherwise perfect appearance.
Giant.
Extremely big, much bigger or more important than similar items usually are.
Examples:
Giant trees. Giant tech company. The giant jets that gradually dominate the world's airlines.
Dominate.
To have or control a lot of power and influence over somebody or something.
Examples:
Dominate possession. Dominate over the weak. The perspective of his right brain dominates his consciousness.
Harmony.
The combination of simultaneous musical notes to produce a pleasing effect, an attractive combination of related things and their properties.
Examples:
A harmony of colors. Break a harmony. We worked in perfect harmony.
Proponent.
A person who supports an idea or pleads for a cause.
Examples:
Enthusiastic proponent. Proponent of world peace. Einstein was a proponent of the theory of relativity.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Fin.
A thin flat part on the body of a fish or other aquatic animal used for propulsion or balance.
Examples:
Back fin. A fin of a plane. The shark's powerful fins allowed it to swim at high speeds.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Explanation.
The information or arguments that someone provides to make something understandable or clear.
Examples:
The explanation for the failure. Detailed explanation. The following explanation is currently being used to explain the phenomenon in question.
Jovian.
Relating to Jupiter or its characteristics.
Examples:
Jovian satellites. Jovian planet. The Jovian moon Europa is believed to have an ocean beneath its icy surface.
Chemical.
Relating to or connected with chemistry.
Examples:
Toxic chemicals. A chemical compound. The firm has grown into a large chemical manufacturing.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Chemistry.
The branch of the natural sciences dealing with the composition of substances and their properties and reactions.
Examples:
Professor of chemistry. The chemistry of soil. He is familiar with chemistry and biology.
Originate.
To come into existence in a particular place or situation, to start something in a specific place.
Examples:
Originate from the country. Originate a political movement. The flight originates in Vancouver.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Survive.
To live or exist despite a dangerous event or period.
Examples:
Survive a blizzard. Survive a plane crash. These birds can only survive in temperate climates.
Glimpse.
A brief or partial view, the act of seeing something or someone for a very short time or only partly.
Examples:
A momentary glimpse. Passing glimpse. Our team caught a glimpse of the world-class technique in this game.
Behold.
To look at and observe with attention.
Examples:
Behold the sunrise. A joy to behold. His angry expression was not a pleasant sight to behold.
Definitely.
Without any question and beyond doubt, clearly.
Examples:
Definitely become a problem. Say definitely. The paper is definitely worth reading thoroughly.
Statistics.
The discipline that concerns the collection, organization, analysis, interpretation, and presentation of data.
Examples:
Statistics for cancer. Official statistics. The statistics demonstrate that poverty and unemployment are genuine problems.
Habitable.
Able to be lived in, suitable or fit for living in, providing sufficient conditions for survival and well-being.
Examples:
Habitable planet. Habitable space. The astronauts discovered a potentially habitable planet in the neighboring galaxy.
Harbor.
An area of water next to the coast where ships and boats are protected from rough water by piers, jetties, and other artificial structures. Verb, keep in one's possession.
Examples:
a sheltered harbor. Harbor a resentment. The tsunami swamped every boat in the harbor.
Staggering.
So shocking as to stun or overwhelm.
Examples:
staggering number. A staggering defeat. The amount of money required was staggering.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Remotely.
At a distance, not directly or easily accessible.
Examples:
remotely operate. Control remotely. The company can remotely access its employees' computers for troubleshooting purposes.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
a technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. Jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Atmosphere.
The mass of air that surrounds the earth, the pervading tone or mood of a place, situation, or creative work.
Examples:
carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. A convivial atmosphere. The spaceship began to burn up as it approached the Earth's atmosphere.
Carbon.
A chemical element that can be found in pure form as diamond or graphite, and it is also an essential part of coal and oil and is found in all plants and animals.
Examples:
carbon dioxide. Carbon emission. Trees absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen.
Oxide.
A chemical compound that contains at least one oxygen atom and one other element.
Examples:
silver oxide. Combined oxide. The blood's red coloring comes from iron oxide.
Methane.
A chemical compound with the chemical formula CH4 with no smell or color, often used as a fuel.
Examples:
atmospheric methane. Reduce methane emissions. The ignition of methane gas in the plant killed 5 employees.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Enabling.
Providing the means, support, or resources necessary for something to happen or be achieved, allowing or encouraging a particular behavior or activity.
Examples:
enabling infrastructure. Enabling mindset. Enabling technologies allows people with disabilities to lead more independent lives.
Unanswered.
Not responded to or explained.
Examples:
Unanswered love. Unanswered email. Pardon me for leaving some of your questions unanswered.
Immediately.
Now or without delay.
Examples:
Immediately recall a product. Write him an answer immediately. A suspension order from the court is effective immediately.
Microbe.
A tiny living thing that can only be seen with a microscope and that may cause disease.
Examples:
Pathogenic microbe. Microbe sterilizer. Microbes thrive on the surface of the human skin.
Humming.
Producing a continuous, low, vibrating sound like that of the bee.
Examples:
Humming sound. Hummingbird. The humming of the bees filled the air as she walked through the garden.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Molecule.
A group of two or more atoms held together by attractive forces known as chemical bonds.
Examples:
Small molecules. Molecule behavior. The shape of the DNA molecule is a double helix.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Collective.
Done or shared by every member of a group of people.
Examples:
Right to collective bargaining. Collective ownership. Product development is a collective effort.
Biochemical.
Relating to the chemical processes and substances that occur within living organisms.
Examples:
Biochemical reaction. Complex biochemical. Biochemical research is essential to understanding the complex chemical reactions in living organisms.
Process.
A series of actions or operations performed to achieve a particular outcome or goal. A systematic procedure or approach used to accomplish a specific task or objective. A method of treating milk to make it suitable for consumption or use in other dairy products.
Examples:
Process improvement. Decision-making process. The process for applying for a visa can be lengthy and complicated.
Phenomenon.
Something that exists and can be perceptible, especially one that is not fully understood.
Examples:
Natural phenomenon, historical phenomenon. A rainbow is a natural phenomenon.
Universal.
Existing or affecting everywhere or everyone.
Examples:
Universal life. Principles of universal design. The picture earned near universal acclaim from critics.
Gravity.
The force that attracts a body towards the center of the earth or towards any other physical body having mass, a manner that is solemn.
Examples:
The attraction of gravity. Preserve my gravity. The astronaut felt weightless in space due to the absence of gravity.
Universe.
Everything that exists, especially all physical matter, including planets, stars, galaxies, and all other forms of matter and energy.
Examples:
Theory of the universe. Expansion of the universe. The universe is about 13.8 billion years old.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Compartment.
A separate section or part of a larger enclosed space, such as a train carriage or a ship's cabin.
Examples:
Compartment door. A watertight compartment. The train's compartment was small but comfortable.
Membrane.
A soft, thin layer that forms animal or vegetable tissue.
Examples:
Cell membranes. Nuclear membrane. Loud noises might harm the fragile ear membrane.
Isolate.
To physically or socially separate someone or something from other people or things.
Examples:
Isolate a compound. Isolate a patient. You should not isolate them from the community.
Environment.
The natural world such as air, water, and land in which humans, animals, and plants live.
Examples:
Environment affairs. Chaotic environment. Every human is responsible for taking care of the Earth's environment.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
A jack of all trades. A line jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Experiment.
The scientific test conducted to observe what happens and gain new knowledge.
Examples:
Experiment design. Series of experiments. His experiments showed highly positive results.
Liquid.
A substance, such as water or oil, that flows freely and is neither a solid nor a gas.
Examples:
Colorless liquid. Hazardous liquid. The sponge takes up the liquid well.
Clay.
A natural, earthy material that is made up of very small particles of minerals and can be molded when wet and then fired to produce ceramics.
Examples:
Clay animation. Soft clay ground. The sculptor carefully molded the clay into the desired shape.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Spontaneously.
In a way that is natural, not planned or forced, and often sudden.
Examples:
Recover spontaneously after 5 days. This shift occurs spontaneously. The electrical cord spontaneously combusted.
Bubble.
A thin, round, and often transparent mass of gas that is surrounded by a thin layer of liquid, a state of economic or social prosperity that is unsustainable and eventually collapses.
Examples:
Bubble in the champagne glass. Economic bubble. Many people worry that the current real estate market is a bubble that could burst soon.
Nucleus.
The central and most important part of something. Biology, a part of the cell containing DNA and RNA and responsible for growth and reproduction. Physics, the very dense central region of an atom.
Examples:
Form a nucleus. The nucleus of a team. DNA is stored in the nucleus of a cell.
Acid.
Sour, water-soluble chemicals with a sour flavor, any of a variety of generally liquid compounds capable of reacting with and occasionally dissolving other materials.
Examples:
An acid reaction. Good source of essential amino acids. During pregnancy, the stomach generates less acid than usual.
Divide.
To separate or cause to separate into parts or groups.
Examples:
Divide the cake into 2 pieces. Divide money equally. Can you divide 123,321 by 11?
Pathway.
A track that constitutes or serves as a path, an approach or a way of doing something.
Examples:
Pathway to understanding. Cellular signaling pathways. When the first molecule in the pathway receives a signal, it activates other molecules.
Define.
To state or explain precisely the nature, scope, or meaning of something.
Examples.
Define a word. Define my position. To advance this discussion, we must define success rigorously.
Blind.
Unable to see, unable or unwilling to perceive or understand the true nature of something.
Examples.
Blind to the beauties. Blind spot. She was nearly blind due to severe diabetes.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples.
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Fee.
A sum of money charged for a particular service.
Examples.
Fee calculation. Service fee. The lawyer's fee for the case was $10,000.
Forth.
Forward, outward, or onward in location, direction, or progress, into view or consideration, with confidence, boldness, or in the open.
Examples.
Bring forth a beautiful vase. Call forth demand. I pushed forth with my new project, even though it would take much hard work.
Charm.
The power or quality of pleasing or fascinating people.
Examples.
Masculine charm. Charm against bad luck. These are significantly more exquisite than typical charm bracelets.
Profound.
Extremely great, sensed or experienced very strongly, displaying a high level of knowledge or comprehension.
Examples.
A profound book. The profound depths of the sea. My mother's illness had a profound impact on us all.
Underlying.
Significant as a cause or basis of something, but not immediately apparent or stated clearly.
Examples.
An underlying motive. An underlying cause of an accident. The underlying principle of every business was identical.
Redefine.
To change the meaning or interpretation of something, to make people think about something in a new or different way.
Examples.
Redefine customer experience. Redefine our role. The video telephony application has redefined the way we work.
Worldview.
A particular philosophy or cognitive orientation of life or conception of the world.
Examples.
Mainstream worldview. The worldview of the ancient civilization. The war between the two countries was also a battle between competing worldviews.
Dissimilar.
Not alike or having little in common.
Examples:
Dissimilar cultures. Dissimilar backgrounds. The two paintings were dissimilar in style and subject matter.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things. To narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship. To empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Insignificance.
The quality or state of being unimportant, trivial, or having little or no significance, lack of importance or influence.
Examples:
Insignificance criteria. Down to insignificance. He felt a sense of insignificance in the presence of the great writers at the conference.
Humankind.
The whole of the living human inhabitants of the earth.
Examples:
Humankind as a species. History of humankind. On the geological timescale, humankind has existed for a brief moment.
Reinforce.
To strengthen or support something, especially by adding another material to it, to make a motion, idea, etc. stronger.
Examples:
Reinforce the military. Reinforce good behavior. We should reinforce the troops at the front line.
Immense.
Extremely large or great.
Examples:
Immense amount. Immense pressure. He left his wife an immense fortune.
Dot.
A very small circular mark, especially one that is printed.
Examples:
Connecting the dots. Dot blot method. The wallpaper had a pattern of pink dots on a white surface.
Pixel.
The smallest unit of an image that can be displayed or manipulated electronically, typically a point of light on a computer screen or in a digital image.
Examples:
Pixel density. Color pixels. The computer screen comprises thousands of tiny pixels that create the overall picture.
Biosphere.
The part of the Earth and its atmosphere in which living organisms exist, including plants, animals, and microorganisms.
Examples:
Terrestrial biosphere. Artificial biosphere. The balance of the biosphere is crucial for the survival of species.
Spatial.
Of or relating space and the position, area, and size of things.
Examples:
Spatial ability. Spatial distribution. He carefully determined the spatial relations of every piece of the stage set.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples.
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Observable.
That can be noticed or seen.
Examples.
Observable change. Experimentally observable. Any theorem relies on both observable fact and assumption.
Atom.
The smallest unit of ordinary matter that forms a chemical element, composed of a nucleus and one or more electrons bound to the nucleus.
Examples.
Oxygen atom. Neutral hydrogen atoms. The outermost electron shell of an atom determines its chemical characteristics.
Imaginable.
Capable of being imagined.
Examples.
Easily imaginable. Worst imaginable case. This is the only imaginable strategy.
Cosmic.
Relating to the universe or cosmos, vast or limitless.
Examples.
Second cosmic velocity. Cosmic background radiation. Cosmic rays are high-energy particles that originate from outside the solar system.
Proportion.
A part, share, or amount of something considered in comparative relation to a whole.
Examples.
Direct proportion. A building of vast proportions. He is more concerned about the proportion of his body fat than usual because of an upcoming bodybuilding competition.
Insignificant.
Of little importance, influence, or power.
Examples.
Insignificant amount. An insignificant mistake. He made me feel small and insignificant.
Significance.
The importance or value attached to something. The quality of being significant or noteworthy.
Examples.
Significance level. Mystical significance. The significance of his discovery cannot be overstated.
Offspring.
Descendant, any immature animal or plant.
Examples.
Female offspring. Produce offspring. How many offspring does the average lion have?
Paradigm.
A standard or typical example of something, a pattern or model.
Examples.
Major paradigm shift. Cultural paradigm. He postulated a completely different paradigm to explain all these phenomena.
Principle.
A fundamental law or truth that explains or controls how something happens or works.
Examples.
Principle of treatment. Principle in business. Efficiency isn't an essential principle here, fairness is.
Steward.
A person responsible for the management and care of another's property or for the supervision of the domestic staff of a large household or organization. A person in charge of arranging for the supply of food to a college, club, etc.
Examples:
steward duties, steward service. The steward on the flight was very helpful in assisting passengers with their needs.
Synthetic.
Made by combining chemical substances as opposed to being naturally occurring.
Examples:
synthetic fiber, synthetic fertilizer. Synthetic diamonds play an essential role as machine tool blades.
Transform.
To change an outward structure or looks.
Examples:
transform an education system. Transform heat into power. My father's death transformed my life completely.